Game AI has been essential to video games since the very beginning. Although AI was not near what it is today 50 years ago, it was still a vital part of video games. The first game that truly implemented game AI was extremely simple. As I'm sure you're familiar with Pong, the game AI was designed to move a paddle to the trajectory of a ball. While it may seem overly simple to us in 2024, this was a huge leap for the gaming industry. But what has it led to, and where is AI going in the near future? Today we're going to take a deep dive into the amazing evolution of game AI, from its beginning stages, what it is today, and what it could be within just a couple of years. After Pong was released, it kickstarted the long and slow evolution of AI in video games. As we fast forward to 1980, we meet some of the most iconic characters in all of video game history, the Pac-Man ghosts. Now, contrary to popular beliefs of casual players, these ghosts weren't just programmed to randomly move around. Rather, they had their own individual programming to create a more challenging experience. Blinky was designed to chase Pac-Man, Pinky would ambush you, Inky was designed to be unpredictable, and oftentimes Clyde would shy away. Once gamers realized that each ghost had their own personalities, it actually made it easier to win the game because now you could estimate where they would be. As technology continued to advance, the complexity of game AI came right along with it. By the late 80s and early 90s, games like The Legend of Zelda and Metal Gear had AI enemies that began to display some more complex behaviors. Now we would see AI characters patrolling areas and reacting to player actions. AI wasn't just on a loop, but rather actually reacting to where the player was in the game. Now, like I said before, the evolution of game AI was a long and slow path, but this allowed for a steady state of increasing development at an exponential rate. And by 1998, a new standard in game AI was introduced in the game Half-Life. Not only did AI characters move around the map reacting to the players, but now the AI would work in groups, organize flanking attacks, and hide behind cover effectively. This was a massive leap in AI and brought a far more immersive experience for gamers. For the first time, you could feel like you were actually in danger from artificial intelligence. As we move along to the 2000s, we see more and more strides in the development of AI. Games like Fear and Halo built upon the foundation of Half-Life, but took it a step further. Now, enemies would adapt to the player and how you strategize your gameplay. The game AI wasn't set to have one or two functions. They actually studied your gameplay and countered it effectively. In Halo, grunts would run at you when you got close, ready to sacrifice themselves to eliminate you. Jackals would dodge your shots, and elites would mimic and counter nearly every move you made, oftentimes ending in an intense energy sword battle. In Fear, the enemy soldiers were extremely unpredictable, and were often considered to be intelligent. Well, artificially anyways. As we come into the current stage of game AI, we can see that developers are still continuing to expand the functionality. Take for instance The Last of Us Part 2. Not only does the game have an incredible story, but the immersion is expanded upon by having AI that exhibit near human-like behavior. We see enemies communicating, coordinating attacks, and even reacting emotionally when their comrades fall. Or look at Fortnite, where in the game alone, the AI bots that seem to fill lobbies have evolved so much since they were introduced. The NPCs in the game are alerted if you take any action that could be hostile, and if you aim your weapon at them, they'll launch an attack. All of this is truly incredible for AI, but AI has always been about making the game more immersive and realistic. So what's next for game AI? Well, while this has only been theorized upon, I think the possibility could become a reality sooner rather than later. A recent popular game called Content Warning can determine how good your recorded content is based on what you recorded during your adventures. But what I really wanted to focus on is the voice chat feature. Your voices come through your character and is based on your actual proximity to other players and elements. Now, this isn't entirely new as we've had proximity chat for some time. That said, take into account the fact that ChatGPT has recently developed a video AI that can detect your surroundings and have full-blown conversations. Let's consider this possibility. Soon AIs could be put into video games that fully react to you by talking to them with their own GPT-like knowledge. Developers could create a world that was completely open to the player NPC interaction, all through voice chat. If that's not an immersive experience, I don't know what is.